As the world gets hotter and more crowded, our engines continue to pump out dirty emissions, and half the world has no access to clean fuels or technologies. The very air we breathe is growing dangerously polluted. 9 out of 10 people now breathe polluted air, which kills 7 million people every year. The health effects of air pollution are of deaths from stroke, lung cancer, and heart disease are due to air pollution. This is having an equivalent effect to that of smoking tobacco and is much higher than, say, the effects of eating too much salt. Air pollution is hard to escape, no matter how rich an area you live in. It is all around us. Microscopic pollutants in the air can slip past our body's defenses, penetrating deep into our respiratory and circulatory system, damaging our lungs, heart and brain. Air pollution is closely linked to climate change. The main driver of climate change is fossil fuel combustion, which is also a major contributor to air pollution, and efforts to mitigate one can improve the other. This month, the UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change warned that coal-fired electricity must end by 2050 if we are to limit global warming rises to 1.5 C. If not, we may see a major climate crisis in just 20 years. Meeting the goals of the Paris Agreement to combat climate change could save about 1 million lives a year worldwide by 2050 through reductions in air pollution alone. The economic benefits from tackling air pollution are significant. In the 15 countries that emit the most greenhouse gas emissions, the health impacts of air pollution are estimated to cost more than 4% of their GDP. The lack of visible smog is no indication that the air is healthy. Across the world, both cities and villages are seeing toxic pollutants in the air exceed the average annual values recommended by WHO's air quality guidelines. To help people better understand just how polluted the air is where they live, the WHO, UN Environment and the Climate and Clean Air Coalition's Breathe Life campaign developed an online pollution meter. There are 2 main types of air pollution: ambient air pollution, outdoor pollution, and household, or indoor, air pollution refers to pollution generated by household combustion of fuels using open fires or basic stoves in poorly ventilated spaces. Both indoor and outdoor air pollution can contribute to each other, as air moves from inside buildings to the outside, and vice versa. Household air pollution kills 4 million people a year and tends to affect countries in Africa and Asia, where polluting fuels and technologies are used every day, particularly at home for cooking, heating and lighting. Women and children, who tend to spend more time indoors, are affected the most. While particles with a diameter of 10 microns or less, is less than or equal to PM10, can penetrate and lodge deep inside the lungs, the even more health-damaging particles are those with a diameter of 2.5 microns or less, is less than or equal to PM2.5. These particles are so small that 60 of them make up the width of a human hair. PM2.5 can penetrate the lung barrier and enter the blood system. They can increase the risk of heart and respiratory diseases, as well as lung cancer. Ozone is a major factor in causing asthma, or making it worse, and nitrogen dioxide and sulfur dioxide can also cause asthma, bronchial symptoms, lung inflammation and reduced lung function.